And hello again, everyone. It's Thursday again. Time for more old video games. Tonight, we are graced with another fine game. This time, Metal Gear Solid. We went with a Konami game last week, and the previous couple of weeks with Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Following up with another Konami game from another Dead series, because Konami killed all of its IP. Oh, I can turn this music off. This time, Metal Gear Solid. There's so much to be said about this game. So much that I will say as we're going through it. This game has a huge reputation for being what it is. And that is a Hideo Kojima game. And some of the first incidents of cinematic storytelling. Like, fully realized three-dimensional cinematic storytelling in a game. The Metal Gear series is wild. And I hope to play more of it
Nuclear
after
weapons
this.
disposal facility on Shadow Moses Island in Alaska's Fox Archipelago.
I'm gonna let this play.
And captured by next generation special forces, being led by members of Foxhound. They're demanding that the government turn over the remains of Big Boss, and they say that if their demands are not met within 24 hours, they'll launch a nuclear weapon. You'll have two mission objectives. First, you're to rescue DARPA Chief Donald Anderson and the president of Arms Tech, Kenneth Baker. Both are being held as hostages. Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to make a nuclear strike and stop them if they do.
What's the insertion method?
We'll approach the disposal facility by sub.
And then?
We'll launch a one-man SDV. After the SDV gets as close as it can, dispose of it. From there on, you'll have to swim.
Pretty sure.
High-tech Special Forces Unit Foxhound. Your former unit, and one that I was a commander of.
So they're still around.
There are 6 members of Foxhound involved in this terrorist activity. Psycho Mattis, with his powerful psychic abilities. Sniper Wolf, the beautiful and deadly sharpshooter. Decoy Octopus, master of disguise. Vulcan Raven, giant and shaman. And Revolver Ocelot, specialist in interrogation and a formidable gunfighter. And finally, in charge of them, Foxhound squad leader, Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake?
The man with the same codename as you. The nuclear weapons disposal facility covers the whole island. I'll instruct you by codec after you reach your target.
Anyone going with me?
As usual, this is a one-man infiltration mission.
Weapons and equipment OSP?
Yes, this is a top-secret black op. Don't expect any official support.
And the title menu. So, there's more background before we get into this. Yeah. As I had mentioned, cinematic tactical espionage action, which this was one of the first stealth games that I can remember as well. Before Siphon Filter, before Splinter Cell, Tom Clancy games and the like. Let's look at the options. What do we got? Do we want captioning on? Yes, this is almost all story, so yes, captioning. Vibration? On. Oh, it's working. Oh, let's set up the screen brightness. Oh wait, this is for a TV. What's the key config by default? Actions on circle. Yeah, I'm alright with that. The other thing this game does is that little intro that we saw, I'm pretty sure something like it's going to replay when we start the game. Not a big deal. What's special? I have to see. Oh! I should actually... This is where I wanted to go. This game follows off from 2 other games, Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake. I'll do a quick rundown of each. This game actually gives you a quick rundown, and for the lazy among us, I'll just read it. The year 1995. Deep in South Africa, 200 kilometers... put something on underneath me while I'm doing it. I could put original Metal Gear music on, but no, we're good. Deep in South Africa, 200 kilometers north of Garsberg, Outer Heaven, an armed fortress nation established by the legendary mercenary who was feared in combat by both his friends and his foes as a hero and a lunatic. The Western nations have found out that a weapon of mass destruction that could rewrite war history is under development at Outer Heaven. They have called upon the high-tech Special Force Unit, Foxhound, to take care of the situation. In response to this order, Big Boss, Commander-in-Chief of Foxhound, sent Gray Fox, the man with the codename Fox, which is given to the best member of the unit, Operation Intrude N313. After a few days, his last message being Metal Gear... Gray Fox is missing in action. Taking the situation seriously, the top men of the West again called for Foxhound. Big Boss selects Solid Snake, who has just recently joined Foxhound, as the agent and entrusts everything to him. Seems foolhardy. Successfully making a solo infiltration to Outer Heaven, Snake got in touch with the local resistance members Schneider, Diane, and Jennifer. With their cooperation, Snake succeeds in rescuing Gray Fox. Gray Fox then laid out the terrifying facts about Metal Gear. Metal Gear was the development name of a nuclear warhead-equipped, 2-legged walking tank. It can walk through even the roughest terrain that would stop normal tanks. It can conduct local warfare by itself with unique weapons like its Vulcan cannon and anti-tank missiles. It was indeed a new type of weapon that can conduct a nuclear attack against any place on the face of the Earth from any land surface. With Metal Gear, Outer Heaven was trying to establish its military superiority over the entire world. In order to destroy Metal Gear, Snake rescues Metal Gear's chief engineer, Dr. Petrovich, and his daughter Ellen, who was taken hostage for her father to continue with his development. And here's from Dr. Petrovich how to destroy Metal Gear. However, as Snake approaches the heart of Outer Heaven in Metal Gear, well-designed traps are set all around Snake, as if his actions are being leaked to the enemy. In the midst of an escalating battle, the leader of the resistance, Schneider, falls into the hands of the enemy, and Snake gets himself injured through the deadly battles with Outer Heaven's best mercenaries. You know, this is either translated poorly or written poorly, but either or. I guess it does well enough. But Snake's indomitable spirit leads him to the 100th floor basement. How far down would this thing go? 100th floor basement of the secret base where Metal Gear was developed. It's in the core of the Earth. Evading the powerful defense system that wipes out all intruders, Snake ultimately succeeds in destroying Metal Gear. So, Snake breaks into Outer Heaven, rescues Gray Fox, destroys Metal Gear. Snake tries to escape from Outer Heaven upon completing the mission. However, during the escape, he was confronted by one man, Foxhound Commander-in-Chief Big Boss. Big Boss laughs at the astounded Snake and tells him of the truth about his mission. While serving as the Commander-in-Chief of Foxhound, Big Boss also ran a mercenary dispatch company, utilizing his connections and capital from his years as a merc. He was planning to build this company a larger military establishment, and he built Outer Heaven as its base. His purpose for sending the rookie Snake to Outer Heaven was to cause information confusion against the West. However, Big Boss's what did they write? However, Big Boss miscalculated. There's not supposed to be an apostrophe S there. He never thought Snake would make it this far. Having lost Metal Gear, Big Boss activates the self-destruct system of the underground base. While the countdown to destruction continues, his scream echoes in the emptiness. You have gone too far! Too far! Wow. On the 100th floor basement, the battle between two men commences, free of ideology and politics. The armed fortress nation, Outer Heaven, collapsed. The impenetrable fortress made from the best military technology and occupied by the toughest mercenaries burned in flames. Behind him, flames reached skyward as Outer Heaven fell, leaving Solid Snake all alone. So, second half of the story, Snake gets to the bottom, destroys Metal Gear, finds out Big Boss is behind the whole thing. His boss in Foxhound is the bad guy. Surprise, shocker. Kills him, destroys the base, gets out. Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake. This is a 20-page one. Man, here we go. 1999. The world was facing an energy crisis. It was obvious that the supply of petroleum would run out faster than expected. However, the development of an alternate energy resource is far from completion. The price of petroleum has skyrocketed and the world economy is in confusion. The 21st century was expected to be one of chaos. So, you can see this is diverging from normal history already here. We didn't run out of oil yet, it's 2023. One man's invention changed the entire situation. A Czech genius and biologist, Dr. Keo Marv, invented Oilix, a microorganism that refines petroleum to produce a highly purified form of petroleum. The world was filled with hope upon the discovery of this messiah to solve the energy crisis, but at the same time the world entered a time of tension regarding this new algae. Just when the whole world's attention was drawn to Oilix and Dr. Marv, he gets abducted by someone and disappears. Well, that's a great way to ruin the tension there. Nations begin investigations immediately, and a name soon appears. Zanzibar Land. Zanzibar Land was a democratic military regime that suddenly appeared in Central Asia in 1997. When their uprising took place, the CIS army formed around Russia sends a suppressive unit immediately. Zanzibar Land resists by gathering a band of mercenaries from nations around the world and fortifying most of its land. You can see how Zanzibar Land is basically another Outer Heaven. As a result, the CIS army was repeatedly defeated. Democratic military regime does sound weird, doesn't it? I guess that's military ruled by the military for the military. Like what Outer Heaven was supposed to be. A nation of mercenaries. And Zanzibar Land declared its independence. Due to the active role mercenaries played, this war was called the Mercenary War, and Zanzibar Land was referred to as an armed fortress nation. Kinda weird and cool, too. A military nation with a group of strong mercenaries surrounded by a tough fortress. According to the latest information, Zanzibar is supposedly armed with nuclear weapons. Man, nukes are everywhere in this series. The whole scenario was crystal clear. By obtaining Oilix in addition to nuclear weapons, Zanzibar Land was trying to establish its economic and military superiority over the entire world. Concerned about the situation, the United States orders Roy Campbell, Commander-in-Chief of High-Tech Special Forces Units Foxhound, to rescue Dr. Marv. Campbell was a former member of Foxhound. He brought back Solid Snake, the man who single-handedly brought down the armed fortress nation of Outer Heaven 4 years ago, and asked him to win back both Dr. Marv and Oilix. Man, this is just written very poorly. Successfully infiltrating Zanzibar Land, and with the help of CIA agent Hori and others, Snake is able to go deep into the fortress and meet again with Dr. Petrovich, chief engineer of Metal Gear at Outer Heaven. He too was abducted to Zanzibar Land and forced to develop another Metal Gear. So, more Metal Gears. Zanzibar Land is Outer Heaven Part 2. And Dr. Petrovich is back. He tells the surprised Snake of an even more shocking fact. Big Boss, The man Snake had defeated at Outer Heaven turned out to be the general commander of Zanzibar Land. So, Big Boss, who was dead, is not dead. Snake rescues Dr. Petrovich in cooperation with Natasha, Dr. Marv's guard, and former Czech international secret police agent, and then heads to the confinement facility deep within the fortress to save Dr. Marv. When Petrovich and Natasha crossed the narrow suspension bridge over the deep valley, a missile blew the bridge away. Okay. Alright. That's a way to tell that. I don't remember that plot point. Natasha flies into the air because of the explosion. Most of these facts don't matter for the greater story, but just knowing that the story was this wild in the late 80s is, it tells you where this is all gonna go. While unable to do anything to save Natasha, Snake starts hearing a well-known voice. Hey, Snake, we are good buddies. I can't let you go. Just leave this place at once. Gray Fox. Snake sees Gray Fox controlling Metal Gear. The best soldier in Foxhound who, after the fall of Outer Heaven, disappeared as if he followed Big Boss. Losing Natasha in front of his eyes and letting Petrovich being taken away, Snake screams, Fox! I will not give up! Yeah, it's building the crazy from the ground up. After a series of deadly battles with mercenaries, Snake finally gets to Dr. Marv's confinement facility. However, when he arrives, he is too late. He sees Dr. Marv's corpse and Petrovich, who could do nothing but just stand there. Petrovich tells Snake that Dr. Marv could not withstand the repeated tortures because of heart problems. Snake then receives an emergency call from Hori. The information she supplied was very shocking. Why would they tell it that way? Petrovich has been voluntarily visiting Zanzibar Land to develop Metal Gear, as in, he volunteered, wow. The abduction of Dr. Marv was conducted under the direction of Petrovich himself. After the truth comes out, Petrovich attacks Snake, but Snake easily puts an end to him and obtains the structural plans of Oilix. While trying to escape, Snake is confronted by Metal Gear again, controlled by Gray Fox. The tremendous battle takes place in the underground base, and Snake finally succeeds in destroying Metal Gear. They started a sentence with "and." Well, at least I'm getting comedy value out of this. However, Gray Fox does not submit and challenges Snake to the final battle. In the midst of a minefield, Snake and Fox fight without any weapons. Yeah, they did crazy all the way back then. A fist-to-fist duel involving no hatred or murder intent. During that weird moment of purity, the two are bound in forces transcending words and emotion. Snake wins the tough but pure battle against Gray Fox. Tough but pure. That's what I want all my battles to be. However, there still was someone else Snake had to fight. Big Boss. Just like 4 years ago at Outer Heaven, Big Boss was waiting for Snake. One who has experienced the tension of battle can never leave the battlefield. I am the one giving you something to live for, and that is war. Tough but pure. Better than easy but tainted. Yeah, we purge the taint here. That's what we do on this channel and amongst our group. Matter of fact, we've all purged the taint, I'm pretty sure at this point. Ah, Lord. Snake is infuriated at the arrogant Big Boss. There's only one battle I have to fight. To free myself from you. To shatter the nightmare. Big Boss, I will kill you. With the structural plan of Oilix, Snake and Hori escape from So does Snake kill him? I guess Snake kills him. With the structural plan of Oilix, Snake and Hori escape from Zanzibar Land on a rescue helicopter. Snake once again saves the world. However, there is no smile on his face. Big Boss's last words keep ringing in Snake's head. Whichever wins, our battle does not end. The loser is freed from the battlefield, but the winner must remain there. And the survivor, whoa, that was a big lightning, must live his life as a warrior until he dies. Snake then disappears into the white lands of Alaska alone. So, Metal Gear 1, Snake goes to Outer Heaven, frees Gray Fox, who disappears, destroys Metal Gear, kills his former commander who actually was the bad guy. Metal Gear Solid 2, a whole bunch of ridiculous nonsense happens, but the main point is, Big Boss isn't dead. Gray Fox was a traitor, the guy from the first game, and he gets killed by Snake, and Snake has pretty much had it, and realizes that I just want to be away from everything now. And Big Boss basically said that's never going to happen. You're still on the battlefield. We have a couple of briefing files which I'm going to let play out, which explain a little bit more, but there's the history, here's the current state. This will be probably 10-15 minutes of this.
It's been a long time, Snake.
I should have known you were behind this, Colonel.
That's no way to greet an old war buddy, Snake.
What do you want from me?
I just invited you here so we could have a talk.
Invited? That's what you call sending armed soldiers after me?
Sorry if they were a little rough with you. But we've got a serious situation here. Only you can get us out of it.
I'm retired from Foxhound. You're not my commander anymore, and I don't have to take orders from you or anyone else.
You will take these orders. I know it.
Excuse me.
Who's this?
Dr. Naomi Hunter. She's chief of Foxhound's medical staff and an expert in gene therapy.
Are you military?
No, civilian. I've been sent here from ATGC. Pleasure to meet you, Snake. Don't worry, this injection won't hurt a bit.
What's the shot for?
What's wrong? You don't like shots?
Snake, listen up. It all went down 5 hours ago. Heavily armed soldiers occupied Shadow Moses Island, a remote island off the coast of Alaska.
What soldiers?
Next Generation Special Forces, led by members of Unit Foxhound.
Foxhound again.
Presented Washington with a single demand, and they say that if it isn't met, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
A nuclear
Nukes
weapon?
again.
I'm afraid so. You see, the island is the site of a secret nuclear weapons disposal facility.
Foxhound hijacking a nuclear weapon?
Now you understand how serious the situation is. You'll have 2 mission objectives. First, you're to rescue the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, and the president of ArmsTech, Kenneth Baker. They're both being held as hostages.
Those are some heavy-duty hostages.
Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to launch a nuclear strike, and stop them if they do. Any questions, Snake?
Questions? I haven't even said whether I'd accept this mission.
Well, you can make up your mind after you hear more about the situation.
So all this stuff is totally optional, but not, in my opinion, not seeing this stuff is kind of like going into... It's like going into one of... This is hard. I'm trying to think of an analog to this. It's not like going into a movie blind, but it's more like not reading the reference materials. You just don't get the background as well. Oh, it's like
Tell me about
the extended
nuclear
cut
weapon disposal facility.
of a movie.
Disposal facility includes a hardened underground base. Even with our most advanced intelligence gathering equipment, we can't tell what's happening inside.
So someone needs to penetrate, gather intelligence, and report back. Sounds like a spy movie. What's the insertion method?
Well, an air insertion is impossible.
Not with this storm going on.
We'll approach the disposal facility by sub.
Notice this kind of goes
Yes,
over some of
within
the
a
stuff
few
that
miles of
intro
it.
did.
The facility is equipped with sonar detection capabilities. They'd be able to hear our engine or propeller noise.
And then...
We'll launch a one-man SDV.
launch.
Same as a torpedo, only this has no propulsion device of its own. After the SDV gets as close as it can, dispose of it. From there on, you'll have to swim.
You want me to swim in sub-zero Alaskan water?
Don't worry. That suit represents the latest advances in polythermal technology. The nuclear weapons disposal facility covers the whole island. I'll instruct you by codec after you reach your target.
Anyone going with me?
As usual, this is a one-man infiltration mission.
Weapons and equipment OSP?
Yes. This is a top-secret black op. Don't expect any official support.
So this is almost verbatim what they showed in the intro, but it elaborates significantly. It explains why they're going in with this this submersible method. Also, just a point, clearly there is a reference to the Escape from New York, Escape from LA, Snake Plissken character, with the way David Hayter does this, with the way that they name this guy Snake, lots of things. Also, that submersible idea, that was in Escape from LA, or that's how he made his insertion to LA, for what it's worth. Great series of movies if you guys haven't seen
24
those.
hours. They say they'll launch after 24 hours.
Do they say what the target will be?
So far, they haven't mentioned the target.
When did the countdown start?
5 hours ago.
So, 24 hours to save the day.
Colonel, who are you speaking for?
Naturally, I'm representing the U.S. government.
So who's in supervisory control of this operation?
The President of the United States.
Which means that the President must be meeting with his top aides in the map room about now, huh?
No, at this point they're still video conferencing with each other.
If that's a real nuclear warhead, shouldn't they issue a COG?
Not yet. The Secretary of Defense has operational control and is fully aware of the situation. After you infiltrate, if you determine they possess nuclear launch capabilities, a COG will be issued.
Well, if they haven't relocated to the nuclear shelter under Mount Washington, I suppose there isn't that much reason to worry yet. Is the National Security Agency in on this?
Yes. So is the DIA, the Defense Intelligence Agency.
The DIA? I'm starting to get a bad feeling about this.
They'll be sending us some support.
We don't need desk jockeys. We need a nuclear weapons specialist.
Of course. A nuclear weapons specialist has already been assigned to us.
So, we were having a discussion about technobabble in Xenogears, Xenosaga, etc., earlier today. This is the equivalent of technobabble. It's military jargon. And National Defense Agency babble. But it's legit. I mean, it makes sense.
Need backup from a specialist. I'm just an amateur when it comes to nuclear weapons.
I know. That's why I've requested the assistance of a military analyst named Nastasha Romanenko. She'll be providing you backup by codec.
A female analyst?
She's built up an impressive record as an advisor for the Nuclear Emergency Search Team. Contact her if you have any questions. She's also an expert on high-tech weapons.
Where's she working from?
At her home in Los Angeles.
California. Seems like 1,000,000 miles away.
Alright, now about Roy Campbell.
Colonel, you're retired. Why are you involved in this?
Because there aren't many people who know Foxhound as well as I do.
Is that really the only reason?
I've been soldiering for a long time. I don't know anything else. I guess even though I'm getting a little old, I still love to be in the field.
Colonel, you're a lousy liar. Tell me the real reason.
Okay, Snake. Sorry. I'll be frank. A person very dear to me is being held hostage.
Who is it?
My niece, Meryl.
Now an entry on Meryl. It's like
What was
the
your niece
videotape
doing here?
interface.
Several soldiers were reported missing the day of the revolt. And my niece was one of those called in as an emergency replacement.
She looks like you.
She's my little brother's girl. He died in the Gulf War, and since then I've been watching after her.
A personal motive, Colonel. That's not very soldierly.
I'm retired. I'm just an old man now. And I'm your friend.
Since when are we friends?
I've thought of us as friends since the fall of Zanzibar.
With my personality, I don't have too many friends.
That's what I trust about you. It's what makes you human. Please, Snake. Save my niece, Meryl.
All right. But I have two conditions.
Name them.
1, no more secrets between us. I want complete disclosure at all times. And 2, I'll only accept orders directly from you, Colonel. No cutoffs involved, okay?
Agreed. That's why I was called. But one thing,
What?
I'm not a colonel anymore. Just a retired old warhorse.
I understand, Colonel.
They give various facts on screen while they're showing the bios of those people. And one of the facts they mentioned with Meryl, they mentioned that it was 2005. That might be when this game is supposed to take place. So, 13 years ago. And that you went through extensive VR training and psychotherapy to not be attracted to the opposite sex. Does this factor in? We shall see.
That doctor, is she part of this operation too?
She was in charge of Foxhound's gene therapy. She knows more about those men than anyone else.
You mean you've seen them naked?
Make no mistake, I'm not a nurse. I'm a scientist.
By the way, what was that injection for?
It's a combination of nanomachines and an
Nanomachines.
peptide so that your blood and other bodily fluids don't freeze, even at subarctic temperatures.
Nanomachines.
Not just one kind, either. There are different types which will replenish the supply of adrenaline, nutrition, and sugar in your bloodstream.
Now I don't have to worry about food.
I also put some nootropics in there.
Say what?
Nootropics. A class of drugs which will help improve your mental functioning.
It'll make me smarter, huh? Anything else?
Yes, Benzedrine. It's a type of stimulant. It'll keep you alert and responsive for 12 straight hours.
That was quite a cocktail. Anything else in there?
Those nanomachines will also keep your Codex batteries charged up.
Well, I guess I can call you when I'm ready to go on a diet.
You're welcome.
Nanomachine, son. Nanomachines factored into this series all the way back here. This is the last set. Detailed information on the hostages, the nuclear weapons, etc., etc. Then we'll be ready to play the game.
The chief of DARPA and the president of an arms manufacturing company. What business did they have at a nuclear weapons disposal facility?
The truth is that secret exercises were being conducted at the time the terrorist group attacked.
Must be extremely important exercises if those two were directly involved. Were they testing some kind of new advanced weapon?
I'm not privy to that information.
Do we know exactly where they're being held?
The DARPA chief has also been injected with a mini transmitter. As you get closer, you should be able to pick up his location on your radar.
This is why was the DARPA chief there with the president of a weapons manufacturer. Which they are not telling you. Here's the fact on nuclear weapons. Love that chain of 4 to 5 anything else things,
to
yeah.
launch a nuclear missile?
They say they do. They even gave us the serial number of the warhead they plan to use.
Was the number confirmed?
I'm afraid so. At the very least, they've got their hands on a real nuclear warhead.
Isn't there some kind of safety device to prevent this type of terrorism?
Yes. Every missile and warhead in our arsenal is equipped with a PAL, which uses a discrete detonation code.
PAL.
That'll factor in.
Permissive Action Link. The safety control system built into all nuclear weapons systems. But even so, we can't rest easy.
Why not?
Because the DARPA chief knows the detonation code.
But even if they have a nuclear warhead, it must have been removed from its missile. All the missiles on these disposal sites are supposed to be dismantled. It's not that easy to get your hands on an ICBM.
That used to be true. But since the end of the Cold War, you can get anything if you have enough money and the right connections.
Seems just about right. Remember, this was made in the 90s. Russia had fallen, and everything was going everywhere. Well, the USSR had fallen, I should say.
How well armed are these terrorists? I know there was an exercise going on at the time they revolted.
They're heavily armed, I'm afraid.
What about their battle experience?
The 6 members of Foxhound in charge are all hardened veterans.
Oh.
They're tough enough to eat nails and ask for seconds.
I wouldn't expect anything less from Foxhound.
The others are next-generation special forces. They're not your average grunts either.
Oh, this is a important bit. They're all genetically modified. They do talk about that.
So what exactly are they demanding?
A person's remains.
Remains?
That's right. To be more accurate, cell specimens which contain the individual's genomic information.
Cell specimens? Why would they want that?
The terrorists need them. You see, these next-generation special forces have been strengthened through gene therapy.
Strengthened?
You've heard of the Human Genome Project. They've been mapping the human genome, and they're nearly finished. Following up on this research, the military has been working towards identifying those genes which are responsible for making effective soldiers.
There are genes that do that?
Yes. And using gene therapy, they're able to transplant those genes into regular soldiers.
Gene therapy?
I'll explain this part. With gene therapy, we can remove those genes which we know may lead to sickness or disease, and at the same time splice in genes with beneficial effects, such as resistance to cancer, for example.
In other words, we can...
Oop, I hit a button. That was on me. My apologies. We're gonna go through that again.
So what exactly are they demanding?
A person's remains.
Remains?
That's right. To be more accurate, cell specimens which contain the
You can guess whose remains they want.
Information.
Cell specimens? Why would they want that?
The terrorists need them. You see, these next-generation
Peak old school sci-fi.
have been strengthened
Absolutely.
through gene therapy.
Strengthened?
You've heard of the Human Genome
It's funny
Project.
because,
They've been
you know,
mapping
this
the
is all
human
based in
genome,
stuff that
and
actually
they're nearly
happened.
finished.
The human genome got mapped
Following
around
up on
that
this
time.
research, the military
We
has
just
been
have not
working
jumped
towards
to,
identifying those
splicing
which are
genes.
responsible for making effective soldiers.
As of
There are
2023.
Yes. And using gene therapy,
That I know
they're
of.
able to transplant those
Perhaps
genes
DARPA
into regular
has.
soldiers.
Gene therapy?
I'll explain this part.
If only we had the
Gene
DARPA
therapy, we can
chief.
remove those genes which we know may lead to sickness
All
or
right,
disease.
back on
and
track.
at the same time, splice in genes with beneficial effects, such as resistance to cancer, for example.
In other words, we can overcome all sorts of genetic diseases and at the same time add genetic characteristics as desired.
Okay. And so if you knew what genes were responsible for making the perfect soldier, you could implant them
Who's
in
the perfect
same way,
soldier?
right?
Yes, we could.
But it all depends on being able to isolate and identify those soldier genes.
And in order to do that, it's helpful if you can study the genomic information of one of the greatest soldiers ever.
Who's dead? That would be... It's revealed in this one. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Yeah, X is back and O is accept. I'll get used to that.
One of
Clearly
the greatest
Genghis Khan.
soldiers ever?
The man they call the greatest warrior of the 20th
Of the 20th century.
You don't mean
You don't mean Big Boss.
Right. We've been working feverishly to identify the genes
There's a picture of Big
responsible for
Boss.
his incredible combat skill. So far, we've discovered about 60 of the so-called soldier genes.
So his body was recovered after all.
Yes, and his cells have remained frozen in a cryo chamber. His genomic information is a priceless treasure to mankind.
Priceless to the military, perhaps.
His body was burned severely, but it was possible to restore his DNA profile from just a single strand of his hair.
You people are amazing. And then you're gonna transplant those genes into soldiers?
Yes. We'll use a process that I discovered called gene targeting. The strongest soldiers don't become what they are by acquiring their skills through training or experience. We now know that hereditary factors are far more crucial for creating superior soldiers.
Snake, we can't give them his body. It's potentially more dangerous than all the nuclear warheads on that island put together.
I hear the terrorists are calling themselves the Sons of Big Boss.
The Sons of Big Boss?
Yeah, if you didn't watch any of this stuff, the reveals later in the game get really weird. We can't give them his body, so we are sending you to them. Wait. At this point, you don't know that fact. You don't know that Solid Snake, which you'll find out. No one knows.
Tell me about these next generation special
But
forces.
you know, because you've
They
played
started
through.
out as an anti-terrorist special ops unit, made up of former members of biochem units, technical escort units, and the nuclear emergency search team. Their purpose was to respond to threats involving next-generation weapons of mass destruction, including NBC weapons.
Until they were added, that is.
Who's they?
These guys didn't start out as regular army.
Looks like a pretty international group. Mercenaries?
Mercenaries.
Yeah, and it gets worse. Most of them were from a merc agency that I think you're familiar with. They were part of Big Boss's private guard. And after Big Boss went down, the military just bought out all their contracts.
Outer heaven.
Outer heaven.
After that, they were merged with our own VR unit, Force 21, and retrained. If you ask me, these so-called next-generation special forces should be called simulated soldiers. They have no real battle experience.
Video game players, huh?
Don't forget they've all been strengthened
Third wall
with gene
or fourth
therapy.
wall break.
They carry genes which make them excellent soldiers. Don't get careless just because they don't have much experience.
I thought using genetically modified soldiers was prohibited by international law.
Yes, but those are just declarations, not actual treaties.
The interesting thing is that nearly every member of the unit conspired in this attack.
Brainwashing? We're almost there.
How could an entire unit be subverted to rebellion?
They're calling it a revolution.
Since they all went through the same gene therapy, they probably felt closer than brothers. They see the unit as their only family.
The Sons of Big Boss. But if they were regular army, they must have been interviewed periodically by army counselors.
According to their files, they all got straight A's on their psychological tests. They all seemed like fine, upstanding, patriotic soldiers.
But they all took part in the uprising?
No, several people didn't show up on the day of the exercise. That's why there was a resupply of troops.
Was there any sign recently that something might be wrong?
There was a report a month ago that they were acting strangely.
Apparently they consulted classified information about the soldier genes and performed their own gene therapy experiments.
They can do that even without you?
Well, our gene therapy process is almost completely automated. And besides that, they're all geniuses with IQs over 180.
Even the existence of this genome army is a national secret of the highest order. We've been hoping to investigate this thing quietly and deal with it behind closed doors.
So remember, as we're mowing down the forces that we're fighting, they're all super Einstein-level geniuses.
High-Tech Special Forces Unit Foxhound. Your former unit, and one that I was a commander of. An elite group combining firepower and expertise. They're every bit as good as when I was commanding them.
So they're still around.
There are 6 members
Oh,
of
this is
Foxhound
cool.
involved in this terrorist activity. Psycho Mattis, with his powerful psychic abilities. Sniper Wolf, the beautiful and deadly sharpshooter. Decoy Octopus, Master of Disguise, Vulcan Raven, Giant and
portrait.
Shaman, and Revolver Ocelot.
Another wonderful
Specialist
portrait.
in interrogation, and a formidable gunfighter.
Looks like a lovely bunch of folks. Too bad we'll be meeting under these circumstances.
And finally, in charge of them, Foxhound's squad leader, Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake.
Yes. And you're the only person who can stand against him.
One final one. On Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake.
A man with the same codename as you.
Tell me what you know.
He fought in the Gulf War as a teenager, the youngest person in the SAS. His job was to track down and destroy mobile Scud missile launching platforms. You were there too, I believe. Didn't you infiltrate Western Iraq with a platoon of Green Berets?
I was just a kid myself back then.
The details are classified, but it seems that originally he penetrated the Middle East as a sleeper for the SIS.
He was a spy for the British Secret Intelligence Service?
But he never once showed his face in Century House. He was taken prisoner in Iraq, and after that there was no trace of him for several years. After you retired, he was rescued and became a member of Foxhound.
I thought that by the time I left, they were no longer using code names.
I don't know his real name. That information is so highly classified that even I can't look at it. Here's a photo of him. Pretty shocking, huh? His skin tone is different, but otherwise you two are exact duplicates.
I have a twin?
I don't know the details, but it seems so. That's why we really need you for this mission.
You're the only one who can beat him. Now that I've met you, I know. You've got something that he doesn't. I can see it in your eyes.
Why don't I find that thought more comforting?
That's it. On to the game. That was about...
I need to borrow your
Ooh.
scissors.
What are you going to do?
Don't worry, just gonna clean myself up a little.
Huh?
I don't want to be mistaken for the leader of the terrorists.
So if you hadn't watched this, you don't understand that immediately prior to the game, he looks almost identical to Liquid Snake. That's why when you were looking at all of those images, the rough images, they kind of looked like Liquid. So here's the choice. Easy, normal, or hard, guys. I don't want to play with the radar off. I hate that. We're doing normal. Normally it would be go hard or go home. But I haven't played this game in 20 years. Oh, I gotta not talk. Here we go. Oh, we don't have to rewatch anything. Here we go. Right into the infiltration.
Stay alert. He'll be through here. I know it. I'm going to swat down a couple of bothersome flies.
Codex.
This is Snake. Colonel, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's the situation, Snake?
Looks like the elevator in the back is the only way up.
Just as I expected. You'll have to take the elevator to the surface. But make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
Got it. Okay, I'm ready to go.
Here we go. Alright, so I don't remember if there was dual shock at that point or analog at all. I don't think so. So I'm going with the D-pad. I'm waiting until that guy moves away. How do I get over this?
Snake, you have to crawl to get through there.
Thank you.
Crouch down by pressing the crawl button, and then use the directional button to crawl in the direction you want.
Be careful, though. Crawling is slow and you can't attack when you're doing it either.
You can stand up by pressing the crawl button again.
Alright, we got this. So crawl under this thing. Yeah, I forgot about that. Alright. So you can see on the radar, you can see their field of view. Makes this a lot easier. Uh-oh. He could hear me. Oh no.
Snake, there's an elevator there you can take up to the ground.
Yep.
You'll just have to wait for the elevator to come down.
Yeah. Nope. Ooh. I'm actually gonna try to play this game stealthy. Alright, which action button? Action button? Which one of you is my action button? You know, would help if I remembered that. No. No. Oh, I apparently had triggered it. Time to hide. Uh-oh. Yeah.
Snake, what happened? Snake! Snake!
The first of many game overs. I'm glad I didn't put this on hard. This is a good opportunity to get used to the controls again, though. Man, it's been a long time. Oh, no, no. Come on, buddy. Go back on patrol.
What was that noise?
They can hear when you walk through the water. That's what's going on. Where's the other one? Ah. He's... Yeah. Ration. Elevator. Good, good. You can see the two guys over there on the radar now. Perfect. Takes me a couple seconds to get used to things again. There we go. The iconic sneaking suit. And blocky Solid Snake's face. Alright, time for some tactical espionage action.
It's Snake. I'm in front of the disposal facility.
Excellent, Snake. Age hasn't slowed you down one bit.
How's that sneaking suit working out?
I'm nice and dry, but it's a little hard to move.
Bear with it. It's designed to prevent hypothermia. This is Alaska, you know.
Take it easy, I'm grateful. If it weren't for your suit and your shot, I would have turned into a popsicle out there.
An anti-freezing peptide, Snake. All of the genome soldiers in this exercise are using it.
I see. I'm relieved to hear that. Already tested, huh? By the way, how's the diversionary operation going?
2 F-16s just took off from Galena and are headed your way. The terrorist radar should have already picked them up.
Liquid said he had...
Behind D. Colonel, what's a Russian gunship doing here?
I have no idea. But it looks like our little diversion got their attention. Now's your best chance to slip in unnoticed. There are only 18 hours left until their deadline. You've got to hurry.
Wow, you must be crazy to fly a hind in this kind of weather.
Who's that?
Oh, sorry. I haven't introduced you to yet. This is Mei Ling. She was assigned to us as our visual and data processing specialist. She designed your codec, as well as your Soliton radar system. Contact her if you have any questions about either of them.
Nice to meet you, Snake. It's an honor to speak to a living legend like yourself. What's wrong?
Nothing. I just didn't expect a world-class designer of military technology to be so... cute.
You're just flattering me.
No, I'm serious. Well, I know I won't be bored for the next 18 hours.
Come on. I can't believe I'm being hit on by the famous Solid Snake. But I'm surprised. You're very frank for a trained killer.
Looks like we both have a lot to learn about each other.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to learning about the man behind the legend. But first, let me explain about your Soliton radar system. The bright dot in the middle is you, Snake. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision.
Be careful, Snake. The genome soldiers have highly developed senses of hearing and vision due to their gene therapy. Make sure you don't let them see you.
First, I want you to infiltrate the disposal site and look for the DARPA chief.
The DARPA chief was injected with the same GPS transmitting nanomachines as you.
He should appear on your radar as a green dot.
Get whatever information you can from him about the terrorists. If he's alive, that is.
Alright.
Snake, your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it.
Yes, it gets jammed easily, I'm afraid.
Yes, it's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful.
We'll be monitoring your movements by radar, so contact us by codec anytime you want.
Got it. I'll call if I'm feeling lonely.
Seriously, Snake, we're here to back you up, so call if you need some information or advice.
I'm also in charge of your mission data. Contact me if you want me to record your current status. My frequency is 140.96. It's a dedicated frequency for saving data. Don't forget it.
Remember, except for your binoculars, you're naked. You need to arm yourself with whatever weapons you can find.
I remember. First, I'm strip searched by Dr. Naomi here, and then all my weapons are taken away. Imagine yourself put in that position.
Well, if you make it back in one piece, maybe I'll let you do a strip search on me.
I'll hold you to that, Doctor. By the way, sorry to disappoint you, but I did manage to smuggle out my smokes.
Oh,
How
yep,
did you
there it
do
is.
that?
In my stomach. Thanks to the shot you gave me that suppressed my stomach acids.
Cigarettes? How are those going to help you?
You never know.
In his stomach. So he regurgitated them like a snake.
If you want to get in,
Oh,
there's the
Lord.
front door. It's the fastest way, but there's too much risk of being spotted by the enemy.
Yep.
I can't just knock on the door and ask them to let me in. There's one sentry on the left and one on the right. They're armed with 5.56ers and pineapples.
This is a cutscene, by the way.
What about the air duct near the
I love
door?
that they did this in engine.
There should also be a duct on the second floor.
That's how we're going in.
I can't see it from here.
I'll let you decide the best COA. I'm counting on you, Snake.
You got it, Campbell. There's something in the middle of those two searchlights. I'm going there. I ain't afraid. Chaff grenades, yeah. Ah, there's a camera.
Camera?
That's something I don't want to get caught by. Might be able to get around it. I don't know. Got a bad feeling about this. Nah, we're good. We good. Grenades. No! That's it. Ow. Trying to remember what button it is to pick them up and shake them. That ain't it. Well, that ain't gonna do it. Oh, I just got knocked on my butt. I want his weapon. Wow. The controls will come back to me. Eventually. I'll hide for a couple seconds. Well, that was not a very good hiding spot. And now I'm dead. I deserve that.
Snake! What happened? Snake! Snake!
Before long, I'm gonna be choking dudes out. They won't even know what hit them. All right. Oh. Oh. Damn it. Good. There's only really one way through this. If I want that chaff grenade. And that's this way. Isn't there a roll button? What's the roll button? Man. What am I doing right now? The CQC. Close quarters combat. Yeah.
Camera?
We won't get caught this time. Oh, never mind. Screw it. Oh, not that way. This way. They'll never find me here. Good. Alright. Time to sneak up behind some guys over here on the right and try to steal their stuff. Where are you at? I'm full on rations. What? Game just began. It's not even possible. Another camera. Whose footprints are these? Oh, yeah, great. Codec.
That base must have some kind of ventilation system to recirculate the air. There should be air ducts around there somewhere. They must need a lot of power to run the base. There's probably a diesel generator somewhere. And since generating electricity requires oxygen, there must be exhaust openings for that too. You're not gonna believe this, but they shot down the F-16s we were using as a diversion with a Hind D. Then we got a message from Liquid. He said if we try something like that again, he'll launch the nuke. Snake, hurry up and get in there. That Hind will be coming back soon.
All right. Oh, here we go. I choked that guy. That guy's knocked out. Perfect. They'll never suspect that I'm here. Alright. Into the base. First person crawling simulator. Codec time.
Snake, this is McDonald Miller. It's been a long time.
Master, what are you doing here?
I quit being a drill instructor, so I moved out here for some peace and quiet. I'm in retirement, just like you. Once in a while, I still help train the Alaskan Scouts.
Passing on the skills to a new generation, huh?
Campbell told me about the situation here. I thought I might be of some use.
There's no one I'd rather have in a foxhole than you.
Well, I know lots about survival in a harsh environment. I've lived in Alaska longer than you, so call me if you have any questions about the flora or fauna out here. My frequency is 141.80.
So there's Master Miller, who is... Was Master Miller referenced in that long document at the beginning? He might not have been. But he was one of Snake's trainers. And Master Miller winds up having a much bigger presence in further games in the Metal Gear series. Oh, here we go. We're over top of Great.
I moved the Darker Chief to the cell in the first floor basement.
What about the vent shaft cleaning?
They just opened the vent covers. They're about to start spraying for rats.
First floor basement ventilation shaft.
Shut those covers as soon as they're done spraying. Also, keep your eye on that woman in the cell. Don't get careless now.
Woman in the cell?
Did something happen?
There's an intruder.
Really?
He's already done 3 people.
He's killed 3 people?
Yeah. Say he's using stealth, too.
Stealth?
That's us.
There's an intruder besides me?
No.
Anyway, I want you to increase the security detail on the Chief.
We only killed one person. Another great. What a great view. Huh? Huh? The puns just keep on coming. Alright. Looks like we've gotten to a place where we can get out of the vents. Whoa! Codec time.
Press the action button to drop down.
Just imagine that this is not a game and this is instead like instructions being given to... Oh, we have full rations, we're good. There's so many fourth wall breaks, it's great. I press the action button. I'm pressing the action button. There we go.
Use the elevator to change floors. There should be a cargo elevator that you can take down somewhere around there. Try to find it.
You got it. More grenades. I think chaff grenades are good at knocking out things like cameras. They disable electronics. Oh, that door won't open for me. Ah. No. Oh, that ain't great. I'm gonna make use of the ration to regen health. So I got a SOCOM. I'm pretty sure SOCOM's a gun. Yep. Standard gun. Semi-automatic pistol. I'm gonna run around with no weapon for a little bit, though. My goal is not to get into a fight. Yet. Another door I can't get in. It's got a 1 on it. Down the stairs. There's a soldier over here. Whoa. I'm gonna choke this guy out. Oh, no, I'm not. Without the radar, that would have been a lot harder to know was not going to be a good idea. Well, we'll just go along the tanks. He's coming this way. You can go under the tank, though. That's useful. But there's no radar when you're in first-person mode. So, who knows what direction he's facing or anything. Alright, here. No! This might not be a good place to hide. Matter of fact, it is a horrible place to hide. Why did I think that was gonna work? Oh, I'm gonna die. No! Snake! You know, dying, yes, and fish and nails. I cannot wait until I'm playing Metal Gear Solid 2. Eventually.
Use the elevator.
Yeah, alright. I forgot how janky the controls were in the first game. They're pretty jank. It's been many a year since I've last played Metal Gear Solid. The story is great. The controls are jank. We will make it through. I mean, 1998. 3D. No. Oh yeah, no, that, oh no. I deserve that. Stay down. Oh, not great. Nope. Alright. Let's play it slow. I'm using the SOCOM to pop people in the head. That's it. People are gonna die. I've decided. I'm not even picking this call up. No, Colonel Campbell, I'm not listening to you. Sir, I know what I am here to do. And I am a professional, I know how to do it. That's why I've died several times in a row now. Okay. We're not falling prey to the same problems that we fell prey to last time. Now I remember some things about cameras. And how to cheese them. And without that radar, I think that I'd want to end my own life. In this game. I have no way to live. Here we go. Oh, somebody saw me. But that's okay. I choked that guy. Who's that? Oh no! No! Extreme value of watching me die over and over again. Snake! Snake! It's only gonna get worse. And by that I mean me yelling snake. SOCOM. You know, I don't need to be a pacifist. There's no way to play the game as a pacifist in this game that doesn't kill people. I enjoy choking people, but we're using... Oh no! We're using the SOCOM. SOCOM is not, not silenced, though. By default. Can't find me here. Snake! Snake, I have a very important message for you. Is your car beyond its normal warranty? Well, I have an exciting opportunity for you, Snake. For the low, low price. Alright. To the left, I believe there is I saw a ductwork to crawl through. Because, like all good snakes, I'm going to slither. Let's slither through this ductwork. This looks like it's wrapping around, going downhill somewhat. Where will this lead us? Oh, it's wet. Oh, I have an oxygen gauge. It's gonna be like Sonic the Hedgehog. There'll be air bubbles in here somewhere, right? Huh. Is Snake gonna go through more sewage than Raziel? That's the question. Here we go. Oh, this was outside the way that we didn't come in. This guy's totally sleeping. Oh, man! It's an ambush! Snake! Snake! Why did I think that I was somehow going to be able to go out between that guy's legs, that everything was going to be fine? It's not. Oh, Lord. Alright. Whoa. This game gives you several... No, the other way. It flipped me around for me. This game gives you several ways to intrude into this area. And I just took one of the other ways back out. Oh, more rations. I think. Am I full on rations? I'm good. Oh, and that's blocked off, so you do indeed have one way in. And it's that side that I, went back through. I know he told me to take the elevator. But here was hoping that I didn't have to. Ah, that's right. Well, that's the problem. This one road has multiple branching paths. I just happened to pick the one that branched around in a circle. Oh, man. Alright, no. One more. Man, this 3D crawling. State of the art. Oh, well, hello. Checking this point of entry. Alright, here we are. Another door I can't open. This looks like the elevator. Alright, we're in. What? To the basement. Oh, man. It's Mei Ling.
Look at the radar. It's picking up the DARPA chief. He's the green dot. Hurry and rescue him.
You got it. The green dot. Oh, there he is. So this is a cool feature. When you're leaning against the wall, you can see... And I can tap on the wall. Come on, Donald Anderson. You should react to that, Donald. Alright, here we go. Still can't get through that door. Any door marked with a 1. Let's hope there's a way in over here.
Snake, if you want to go up or down a ladder, just press the action button by the ladder.
Controls are pretty simple. It's just when you put everything on a button that you label the action button, and the action button's also the attack button, things can go wrong. Oh. That's something over there. Let's slither. SOCOM bullets. I'll take it. It's funny, I remember Metal Gear, at least the further ones, being games where you can just take out hordes and hordes and hordes of enemies with nary a care. But in this game, the combat and the stealth is kind of important. Because the combat's hard. At least so far.
Snake, the DARPA chief's
Been so
signal
long.
is coming from somewhere in that area. Isn't there some place to drop down? Take a look around in first-person view mode.
Oh yeah, no. I played this game back in the 90s. When I was young. And now I'm old. Just like the game. Time to drop down.
Who's that?
Hello!
I'm here to save you. You're the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, right?
You here to save me, huh? What's your outfit?
I'm the pawn they sent here to save your worthless butt.
Primary English.
It's true. You don't look like one of them. In that case, hurry up and get me out of here.
Slow down. Don't worry. First, I want some information.
Sorry.
About the terrorists.
The terrorists?
Do they really have the ability to launch a nuke?
What are you talking about?
The terrorists are threatening the White House. They say if they don't accede to their demands, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
Jesus.
Is it possible?
It's possible. They could launch a nuke.
How do they plan to launch? I thought this place was just for keeping the dismantled warheads. They shouldn't have access to a missile.
What I'm about to tell you is classified information. Okay? We were conducting exercises with a new type of experimental weapon. A weapon that will change the world.
What?
A weapon with the ability to launch a nuclear attack from any place on the face of the Earth. A nuclear-equipped walking battle tank.
You mean a Metal Gear? Oh, man.
Metal Gear. It can't be.
You knew? Metal Gear is one of the most secret black projects. How did you know that?
We've had a couple of run-ins in the past. So that's the reason you were here at this disposal site?
Why else would I come to a godforsaken place like this?
I had heard the Metal Gear project was scrapped.
You heard
On
wrong.
the contrary, it's grown into a huge joint project between ArmsTech and ourselves. We were going to use this exercise as raw data and then proceed to mass production. If it hadn't been for the revolution,
Revolution?
Rex has fallen into the hands of terrorists.
Rex?
Metal Gear Rex. The code name for the new Metal Gear prototype. They're probably already finished arming the warhead they plan to use with Rex. These guys are pros. They're all experienced in handling and equipping weapons.
Hey! Shut up in there, will ya?
But I thought that all nuclear warheads were equipped with safety measures. Some kind of detonation code that you have to input.
Oh, you mean PAL? Yes, of course, there is a PAL. It's set up so that you need to input 2 different passwords in order to launch the device.
There are 2 passwords?
Yes, Baker knows one, and I know one.
Baker? The president of ArmsTech.
That's right. Each of us needs to input our password, or there can be no launch. But they found out my password.
You talked?
I had it written
Psycho Mantis can read people's minds. You can't resist.
on a post-it note
Psychomantis.
under my
One of
keyboard.
the members of Foxhound. He has psychic powers.
This is bad.
It's just a matter of time before they get Baker's too.
If they find out Baker's password,
Oh, wow.
Yes. They'll
Greetings.
be able to launch a nuke
Greetings from
anytime.
halfway around the world. Well, a quarter of the way
There is
around the
a way
world.
to stop the launch.
what?
The card keys.
Card keys?
They were designed by ArmsTech, the system developers, as an emergency override. Even without the passwords, you can just insert the card keys and engage the safety lock.
And if I do that?
Yes. You can stop the launch.
That card key.
So where are the keys?
Baker should have them. Listen, you need 3 card keys. There are 3 different slots to put them in. You need to insert a card into each one of them.
Okay, 3 card keys. Do you know where they might be keeping Baker?
Somewhere in the 2nd floor basement.
2nd floor basement?
I heard the guards say they moved him to an area that has a lot of electronic jamming.
Any other clues?
Yes, they cemented over the entrances, but didn't have enough time to paint them. Why don't you look for the areas where the walls are a different color? Here, take this. It's my ID card. It'll open any level 1 security door. It's called a PAN card. It works together with your body's own electrical field.
Personal area network, huh?
It transmits data using the salts in your body as the transmission medium. As you approach the door's security devices, they'll read the data stored in the card.
And the doors will open automatically. Gotcha.
Nice.
Okay, I'm gonna get you out of here.
Wait a minute.
What is it?
You haven't heard any other way to disarm the PAL, have you? From your bosses or anyone?
No.
Are you sure you haven't heard anything?
I just said no.
So does the White House plan to give in to the terrorists' demands?
That's their problem. It has nothing to do with my orders.
But what about the Pentagon?
Pentagon? What is it?
Hey, what happened?
You know what it was? He was allergic to the Pentagon.
Dead.
I was gonna say, meanwhile, somewhere in Japan,
Naomi, the chief.
his name was written in the death note.
I don't know. It looked like a heart attack, but
A heart attack?
Colonel, are you hiding something from me?
Absolutely not. Snake, you've got to understand. This op is security level red. You need the highest security clearance to get access to the complete file.
You want me to believe that you're in charge of this op, but you don't have complete access to the file?
I told you, the Secretary of Defense is in operational control. I'm just here as your support. Snake, we don't have time to debate. Get out of there and find President Baker.
Okay, so we were just talking to Donald Anderson, the DARPA chief, and he is lying dead on the floor now. He apparently had a heart attack? What happened? I told you, Snake. I don't know how to read. And definitely greetings to Anderson Barboza 50 from Venezuela. Thank you for translating that and typing it all out. It's good to see. I've played everything too, contemporaneously as they were released. I think I played through Metal Gear Solid 2 several times, though, and also played the Twin Snakes. Going back to the original Metal Gear Solid is something I haven't done in a great long time. I'd say at least 20 years. Whoop!
So you killed the chief, you bastard! Liquid? No, you're not. Don't move!
Is this the first time you ever pointed a gun at a person? Your hands are shaking. Can you shoot me, rookie?
Careful, I'm no rookie.
Liar. That nervous glance, that scared look in your eyes. They're rookie's eyes if I ever saw them. You've never shot a person, am I right?
You talk too much.
You haven't even taken the safety off, rookie.
I told you I'm no rookie!
You're not one of them, are you?
Open that door. You've got a card, don't you?
Why?
So we can get the hell out of here!
Looks like we'll be a little delayed.
What are you doing? Don't think! Shoot! What are you waiting for? Shoot!
Don't talk to me like a rookie!
I'm telling you, shoot!
The naked guy in the back. I'm gonna use that ration. Reload. Oh no! I am definitely... Snake! I'm definitely getting a handle on the controls again. Alright. Yeah, I need to chug them rations. Well, gobble them rations? Meanwhile, outside, that guy is getting worked over and his clothes stolen. There's the door. We can skip this. Yeah. Whoa. You can double tap tactical reload, right?
What are you waiting for? Shoot!
Don't talk to me like a rookie.
I'm
I just
telling you, shoot!
took the gun off. I'm just standing there in my CQC pose. That got him. There we are. Oh, I put it away again. Any more? Oh, grenades, yeah. All right. Some of it's coming back.
Thanks for the help.
Wait! Who are you?
You fool! You've killed him! I'm sorry, sir.
His mental shielding was very strong. I could not dive into his mind.
Now we'll never
Remember
get that
this booty.
detonation code.
Boss, I have a good idea.
Meanwhile... Oh.
Good girl. Just like that.
This game is brilliant.
Naomi, I just had some kind of hallucination. Is it from the nanomachines?
No, Snake. The nanomachines are functioning properly.
So what was it?
It must have been psychometric interference coming from Psycho Mantis, Foxhound's psychic. Think of it as a mental feedback loop.
So that was Mantis.
Hmm. Just backtracking. Actually, I'm not backtracking. What am I doing? This would be backtracking. I can't reopen the door, though. Despite having the one keycard. That's mildly frustrating. Oh, you have to actually equip it. That's right. Man, it's been forever. Meanwhile, this guy is still sitting here. Is there anything in her room? No, but you definitely can first person crawl around next to the totally naked dude. Hilarious. Or also first person. That can't be a great way to be left. this a level 1 door? No, it's a level 6 door. We're not going in there. Calling the elevator. There were several level 1 doors that we passed on the first floor. Or the ground floor, I should say. There's also the basement level 2, which might be the wise place to go, given that they said that they had moved... Alright. Just walk up to it. That they had moved Baker to the second floor. And the DARPA chief gave us the clue that they cemented over some of the walls and didn't paint them. So look for the oddly painted walls. Oh! Trapdoor. Surprise. Level 5. Level 1. Hooray. C4. I'll take some C4. Level 3. Level 2. It's a storehouse full of all different... SOCOM bullets. More SOCOM bullets. Nope. And what's in here? Another level 1. Grenade, grenade. Alright. And the bottom door? Nope. Level 4. Let's get out of this floor. I didn't see any walls that were oddly colored. Actually, you hear that? This is oddly colored. Let's see for this wall. And boom. We got a door. More C4. Let's see if there's any other walls that are oddly discolored. No. Nope. Here. And... oop. Cutscene. Nope. Jamming. Though it was said that he was put in a place where there was jamming, so this could be where we want to be. Another oddly colored wall, yeah, there is. There's 2 here. Wonder if a grenade will suffice. No. It has to be the C4, and I only have 2 more, so... 1 to the right, 1 to the left. Over here. No, I'm gonna set them both. And... ah, cutscene.
Am I too late? He's alive. You're the Arms Tech president, Kenneth Baker, right? Don't worry. I'm. I'm here to save you.
No, no, don't touch it. 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 C4. Right. Touch that wire, and the C4 will blow up along with the old man. So you're the one that the boss keeps talking about.
And you?
Special Operations Foxhound. Revolver Ocelot.
Look at these cutscenes. In-engine awesomeness.
I've been waiting for you, Solid Snake.
Twirling that revolver.
Now we'll see if the man can live up to the legend. This is the greatest handgun ever made.
The Colt Single Action Army.
6 bullets, more than enough to kill anything that moves. Now I'll show you why they call me Revolver. Draw!
My soul, come on.
Draw! Hiding won't help you. I understand the bullets you see. I make them go where I want.
Where is he? There he is. Ah, yeah. They have a meter for his gun, which is useful. We're not gonna make this easy on him. Come on, Revolver Ocelot.
I love to
There we go.
There's nothing like slamming a long silver bullet into a well-greased chamber. All right, alive. Let's go. You better hurry up. The old man's not gonna last too long. Don't you want to settle this?
Stop it, Revolver Ocelot. And you can't walk through the middle, because if you walk through the middle, you're going to trigger that C4.
I love the smell of Corda. You know, that sulfury smell. But to you, it'll be the smell of your own death.
The worst part is Baker continuing to just moan as we're doing this.
Wait a minute.
It's ring around the ocelot. Bullets, bullets. We all blow up. Ow. Come on, Ocelot. Ah! He is pretty good at trick shots. Ah, come on. Oh, wait a minute. I'm empty. Oh, more bullets. All right, we're good. Not more rations, though. Where are you? Come on, Ocelot. This is gonna end one way or another. I will catch you, Ocelot. With my bullets. I'm out of bullets again. They don't let you run out of bullets. Not permanently. I should stop just rapid firing my bullets out, but the flip side of that is... Oh, out of bullets. I think I got the strategy. I'm gonna stop following him. Oh, I just shot Baker. Brilliant. Thought I had an angle on Ocelot. I forgot that Baker was there. Sorry, Baker. Almost done with Ocelot. One of us will die. Is it him or is it I? I have a strategy. Let's shoot Baker. Ah, oh, come on, Ocelot. Ow. No more. I need those bullets. Oh no. Give me bullets. I don't want to die. He shoots me one more time, I die. Oh no! Oh no! No! Snake! Snake! It all comes down to this, Ocelot. One last bullet. Ocelot firmly plants the bullet right in my skull. That was not what I wanted. More C4 though. That's nice. So these doors are... Oh yeah, these are high-level doors. I'm not getting through those. Another ration. Suppose I should eat that and top myself off before I... Well, maybe the C4. I'm gonna C4 Ocelot. Now that I got some more C4. Let's skip through the cutscene again. Watch this.
Wrong! Hiding won't help you. I understand the bullets you see. I make them go where I want.
Do you now, Ocelot? You know what I make go where I want? You running over my C4!
You idiot!
Well, C4 is not an option, guys. Apparently setting off C4 in the corner of the room set off the C4 in the middle of the room. Why? I thought it was a highly contained explosion. The Baker strategy is totally working. Let's murder Baker. Oh my god. Yeah, why shoot Baker when we can blow him up?
Wrong! Hiding won't...
I got a good feeling about this time.
All right. I'm alive. Let's go.
Why don't you stop and try to shoot me here? There we are. Oh, no. Well, he turned around. The goal is to have you stand still for a second here, Ocelot.
You better hurry up. The old man's not gonna last too long. Don't you want to settle this? But to you, it'll be the smell of your own death.
Ballsy move, Ocelot. How am I not locking or hitting him? Ugh, Ocelot. Controls. I don't know what's worse. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, man. To get the bullets in the middle, I ran into the... Yeah. Choo-choo. Wait, no, that's a train. Beep, beep. All aboard the struggle bus. How did I do this when I was a kid? Probably failed just as many times until I got good at the controls.
Hiding won't help you. I understand the bullets you see.
Yeah, I understand the bullets you see.
I love to reload. All right, alive. Let's go. Don't you want to settle this?
It's very hard to fire precisely through the middle. When you can pull it off, it's effective.
I love the smell of Gorda. You know, that sultry smell. But to you, it'll be the smell of your own death.
Ocelot, can you just stand still for a second, please? Sometimes you're all too willing to stand still and shoot right at me. A weapon to surpass Metal Gear? It's Baker, the Arms Tech president. I shot Baker twice and Ocelot once. What are you aiming at? Great question. There. I'm not hiding. Ocelot. FFS. You know what? You come to me, Ocelot. No, you're gonna bank shots off the wall. I had him right in front of me. I jammed on the button and I still didn't hit him. Damn you, Ocelot.
Wait a minute.
The keep away game with Ocelot's very frustrating. I need bullets. We're getting them though. I just have to not murder Baker on purpose.
Wait a minute.
It's the controls. There's no... I mean, it's just like... There's no way to accurately angle well. And this was always the issue with this game. I almost played the Twin Snakes. It would have been easier. But it wouldn't have been authentic. Alright. We're doubling back. Nope. Ocelot's very close to being finished. Ocelot, just stand still. Oh man, that is a prescient joke. I don't know if I had that look of absolute hatred in my eyes when I was just shooting, jamming on the button, but it was there, I think. One might say that... Oh, come on.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Hearing Baker continuously moan is driving me insane. I just shot him like 7 times.
You're pretty good. Just what I'd expect from the man with the same code as the boss. It's been a long time since I had such a good fight.
There it is.
I'm just getting warmed up.
What?
My hand! Stealth camouflage. Can't you even die right? You were lucky. We'll meet again! Who are you? I like you. I have no name. That exoskeleton.
Oh man.
Can you talk?
Who are you?
I'm not one of them. The DARPA chief told me he gave them his detonation code. What about yours?
Oh, I get it. Jim sent you. You're from the Pentagon.
Answer my question. What about your code? There's no time.
I talked.
What? Now the terrorists have both codes and can launch any time.
It's not like I didn't fight. I managed to resist Psycho Mantis's mind probe.
He couldn't read you? How'd you do it?
Surgical implants in my brain.
Surgical implants?
Kind of like a psychic insulation. Everyone who knows these top secret codes has it.
Even the DARPA chief?
Of course.
But the DARPA chief said Mantis got his code by reading his mind.
Are you sure you heard him right?
Yeah, I'm sure. In that case, how did they get your code?
I never had any training on how to resist torture.
It looks like he had some fun with you, all right.
Oh, he's not human. I tell you, he loved every second of it.
What happened to your arm?
He broke it.
Looks like you're more than even now. His was sliced off.
Ha, you're a funny man. So the DARPA chief, is he okay?
Dead.
What? Can't be. No, that's not what you promised, Jim. Now you want to shut me up?
Calm down. What's wrong with you? I just told you I was here to save you. I didn't kill the DARPA chief. He had a heart attack or something.
A heart attack? Oh, don't be a fool.
Anyway, the terrorists have both codes now.
Those boys are totally insane. They wouldn't hesitate to launch.
I agree, but what do they really want?
Oh, who knows? Maybe they're like us in the arms industry, always looking forward to the next good war.
Well, I'm not gonna let these maniacs start a war today. You still have the card keys?
Card keys?
To override the detonation code. I heard you had them.
No, not anymore.
What? Who does then? Not the terrorists?
No, that woman.
Woman? Who?
A soldier that was thrown in prison along with me.
A female soldier, it must be.
She said she had just joined up as a new recruit. They threw her in prison because she refused to take part in the rebellion.
A new recruit? Could that be the Colonel's niece?
I gave her the key. Looks like she managed to break out of here, though. I hope she's okay.
I'm sure she is. She's green, but as tough as they come. But how did you know she escaped?
I was in contact with her by codec. Until I was tied up here, that is.
Codec?
Yes, she stole it from the guard. If she still has it, you should be able to contact her.
I'm sure she still has it. What frequency was she at?
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you, it's... Oh, sorry. I forgot.
Damn!
Oh, that's right. It should be on the back of the CD case. Try to contact her.
I'll contact her right away. But tell me, if this doesn't work, is there some other way to prevent the missile launch?
You need to find Hal Emmerich, one of my employees.
Who's that?
The team leader of the Metal Gear Rex project. A genius at engineering, but a little bit of an oddball. If there's anyone who can figure out how to stop Metal Gear from launching, it's him.
What if he can't come up with anything?
You'll have to destroy it. Emmerich knows how to destroy Metal Gear.
Where is this Emmerich?
Well, he's probably being held somewhere in the nuclear warhead storage building. It's north from here. That's where he worked.
I understand, but why Metal Gear? The nuclear age ended with the turn of the millennium.
Oh, you're wrong. The threat of nuclear war isn't gone. In fact, it's greater than it's ever been. The amount of spent nuclear fuel and plutonium is increasing even today. Listen, have you ever seen a warehouse full of nuclear material?
No.
Drums and drums of nuclear waste stacked this high, as far as you can see. Because there's still no real way to dispose of the stuff.
So they just close the lid and try to pretend like it'll go away?
Essentially, yes. And they're not even doing a good job of storing it. Many of the drums are corroded, with nuclear waste seeping out of them.
Unbelievable.
Not only that, but several pounds of MUF are reported every year.
MUF?
It stands for material unaccounted for. It proves that there's a large and well-organized black market in nuclear materials. Furthermore, since the end of the Cold War, Russian nuclear engineers in particular are out of work with no way to turn. In other words, there's plenty of available nuclear material and scientists for making a bomb. We live in an age when any small country can have a nuclear weapons program.
What about the other superpowers?
Russia and China still maintain a significant nuclear presence. Complete nuclear disarmament is an impossibility. To maintain our own policy of deterrence, we need a weapon of overwhelming power.
You mean Metal Gear?
Yes. You know our industry suffered quite a blow as a result of the cuts in military budgets due to this so-called peace.
I remember hearing a lot about mergers and takeovers among the big weapons makers.
Yes, and after my company lost their bid to produce the Air Force's next line of fighter jet, the Metal Gear system was our last ace in the hole. That's why we pushed to have Metal Gear developed as a black project.
Black project?
Secret projects paid for by the Pentagon's black budget. You can avoid a lot of red tape and get a great lead time on your weapons production. And no one can bother you. Not even those bleeding heart liberals on the Military Oversight Committee.
Who needs oversight on such things?
Bribes.
I prefer to think of it as good business. Anyway, Metal Gear was going to be formally adopted after the results of this exercise were analyzed.
I don't give a crap about you and your company.
Yes, that's about what I'd expect from a grunt like you. Here, this is what you came for, right?
What's that?
An optical disc. It's all here. The main hard drive was destroyed by gunfire. This is the only remaining copy of the data.
What kind of data?
All the data collected from this exercise. Don't play dumb. I know you were sent to get this. I hid it from that sadistic maniac while he was torturing me. They don't know this disc exists. Make sure you report this to Jim. To your boss. I'll give you my card too. It'll open up all security level 2 doors.
Can you walk?
No. No, you go on without me. They got my password. They don't want anything else from me.
I have one more question. Who or what was that ninja thing? It looked like you knew something.
That ninja? That was Foxhound's dark little secret.
Dark little secret?
An experimental genome soldier.
Uh-oh.
You know him?
You should ask Dr. Naomi Hunter from Foxhound. She knows better than I.
Naomi?
You've got to stop them. If it goes public, my company and I are finished.
What? Doesn't Metal Gear use currently existing technology?
Metal Gear itself does, but... What did you do to me? Oh, no. Oh, no, it can't be. Those Pentagon bastards. So, they actually went and did it.
What are you talking about?
They're just using you for...
What the hell?
The mystery deepens.
Colonel, are you listening? Now he's dead too.
I have no idea.
Don't lie to me.
It looked like another heart attack, but...
Some kind of poison?
Well, there are lots of drugs that can cause a heart attack in large doses. For example, potassium chloride or dioxides, but we won't be able to tell without doing an autopsy.
Damn!
Snake, I want you and Meryl to work together.
Can I trust her?
More than you can trust me. Get in contact with her.
Snake, there's a lot of electrical interference coming from there. It should be okay if you do burst transmission like us, but normal transmission is probably impossible. Try moving away from that area.
Snake, get a hold of yourself.
Naomi, what the hell was that ninja thing? A member of Foxhound?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes, we have no one like that in our unit.
Is that right?
Snake, I'm counting on you.
Life bar got a little bit longer. Hooray. Okay. We have a level 2 card now. That's a level 4 door. Can't go through there. We can go back out the hole that we came in. And don't forget there's a turret over there. Yep. And a turret over here. Ow. Are either of those doors level? We'll use first person. 6. Yeah, no. Back out to the main area. So they told me to look on the back of the case, the CD case. Is it on the back of the disc? This optical disc? No, it's actually a reference to looking on the back of the CD case, which I have an image of that I'm going to put up. Hopefully this will work. Yeah. I'll blow this up. You can look on the back of the CD case, here we go, to find Merrill's codec frequency, which is 140.15, and I'm going to call that now. Ah, no. Wrong way.
The DARPA chief and President Baker. So now the terrorists know both detonation codes.
Yeah, and on top of that, they both died right in front of my eyes.
Snake, now that the terrorists have both detonation codes, the only way to stop a nuclear launch is to either use the detonation code release keys that Merrill's holding, or
find the Metal Gear chief engineer that President Baker mentioned, Hal Emmerich.
In any case, you should contact Merrill by codec. Wasn't her frequency written on the back of the CD case?
Who are you?
I was really impressed with the way you busted yourself out of there.
The one from the prison?
You're the Colonel's niece, Merrill, right?
No, it's not him. Just exactly who are you?
I'm the fool that your uncle sent all alone into the middle of this whole mess.
You came by yourself? You think you're some kind of one-man army?
I don't need lectures. You're just like your uncle, you know?
How do you know my uncle?
We go way back.
What's your name?
My name's not important.
Aha. Could you be Snake? Are you Solid Snake?
That's what some people call me.
The legendary Solid Snake? You? Sorry about before. I wasn't sure if you were one of the good guys.
But I knew you were.
How?
It's your eyes.
My eyes?
That's what Snake was focusing on.
And they're rookie's eyes, right?
No, they're beautiful, compassionate eyes.
Oh, just what I'd expect from the legendary Solid Snake.
A legendary
sweep me off my feet?
fast talker.
Don't worry, you'll land back on them once you meet me. The reality is no match for the legend, I'm afraid.
Oh, I don't believe that.
Why did you look so surprised when you saw my face?
Because you look just like him.
You mean the terrorist leader, Liquid Snake?
Yeah, you know him? You're not brothers, are you?
I have no family.
So what's the deal then?
Who knows? Why don't you ask him? But first I want some information. You were involved in this exercise from the beginning. What exactly happened here?
I'm sorry. I was captured along with President Baker right after the terrorist attack.
That's okay. But what is this place? I don't think it's just a nuclear weapons disposal facility.
Boy, oh boy, it's just like them. Nobody told you anything, did they?
Of course not.
You see, this place isn't really for disposing nuclear weapons. This base is owned and operated by a dummy corporation of arms tech.
This is a civilian base?
Right, for the development of Metal Gear.
Colonel.
Foxhound and the Next Generation Special Forces were called here for the test launching of a dummy nuclear warhead.
Why Foxhound?
Because they're a special ops group used to handling top-secret missions. They figured they could help keep it all hush-hush.
But we must have fired nuclear warheads before. Why just this time?
I heard it was because this was to be a final test before the formal adoption of the Metal Gear program. Well, that's what I heard anyway.
Sounds kind of fishy. So what do you think the terrorists want?
Sorry. I'm not sure. I was captured with President Baker right after the revolt started.
Oh yeah. That's when he gave you the detonation code override keys, right?
That's right.
Amazing you were able to keep him hidden from the guards.
Well, women have more hiding places than men. Anyway, you met Baker, huh? How's he holding up?
He's dead.
What?
Heart attack. Same as the DARPA chief.
Everyone just keeps having heart attacks.
Yeah. Was either of them sick or anything?
No, not that I heard of.
Well, I don't believe in coincidences. Something funny's going on.
Sounds like it, but I have no idea what.
Me neither. Yet.
And it's
Do you know the person who designed
not
Metal
funny,
Gear?
haha.
You mean Dr. Emmerich?
Yes. Is he still alive?
Probably. He should be in the research lab in the second-floor basement of the nuclear warhead storage building to the north.
Second floor basement.
Yeah, that's where his lab is. I think they're forcing him to work on the nuclear launching program.
So they'll need him alive until that's done anyway.
Then we better do something before he finishes.
You're right. In case we can't override the detonation code in time, I need to ask him how to destroy Metal Gear.
You plan to take that thing on by yourself, Snake?
It won't be the
first time.
Ah.
What's the best way to get to the building where the doctor is being held?
There's a cargo door on the first floor of this building that leads to the north.
What's the security level of the door there?
5. But it's okay. I've got a level 5 card.
Well, I've got to go save the doctor. You should go.
I'm going with you.
No way. You're still too green. I want you to hide somewhere.
I'm not green.
Oh, yes, you are.
They're both green.
You pause for just 1 second in front of your enemy and it's all over. Good luck doesn't last forever.
I don't know what happened. I just couldn't pull the trigger right away. I never had any problems in training, but when I thought about my bullets tearing through those soldiers' bodies, I hesitated.
Shooting at targets and shooting at living, breathing people are different.
Ever since I was a little girl, I always dreamed about being a soldier. Every day of my life, I've trained my mind and body for the one day when I could finally see some real action, and now...
So what now? You want to quit?
I can't quit. I can't allow myself to quit now.
Listen, Meryl, everybody feels sick the first time they kill someone. Unfortunately, killing is one of those things that gets easier the more you do it. In a war, all of mankind's worst emotions, worst traits come out. It's easy to forget what a sin is in the middle of a battlefield.
But this isn't a war. It's a terrorist action.
You're just a little jumpy from the combat high. The adrenaline in your bloodstream is starting to thin out. Just take it easy.
But I learned all about combat high at the academy.
We'll talk about it later. For now, just think about keeping yourself alive.
If I get out of here alive, I'll think about that other stuff.
Okay. Let me try to say this another way. Stay the hell out of my way.
You're a real bastard. Just like my uncle said.
Huh. I told you. The real me is no match for the legend.
It looks like you were right. Okay, Snake. I'll be a good girl.
We'll link up after I grab the doctor. Then we'll take care of the detonation code override.
Gotcha. But listen, I know this area better than you. Call me if you have any questions.
Be careful, okay?
After I open up the cargo door, I'll contact you.
Cool. Alright, it's a plan. Back upstairs. Were there any level 2 doors? I think there were. Oh, there's people here now. Level 1 door. That's a level 4 door. This is a level 2 door. What's in there? Oh no! That's my fault. What do they got to say on the codec?
It looks like the place is protected by infrared sensors. Somehow you'll have to make it past the beams. If you have any questions about weapons or equipment, you should ask our military analyst, Nastasha. Her frequency is 141.52.
Well, thanks for that information now, Colonel Campbell. Thanks for that information now.
This is Nastasha Romanenko.
Romanenko.
A pleasure to work with you, Solid Snake.
You're the nuclear specialist that the Colonel mentioned?
That's me. You can ask me anything about nukes that you want. I am also a military analyst, so I have an extensive knowledge of weapon systems as well. They asked me to participate in this operation as a supervisor from the Nuclear Emergency Search Team. I was happy to accept. We must not allow terrorists to get their hands on nuclear weapons of any kind. I hope I can help you to stop them.
You're a tough lady.
Those terrorists are serious about launching a nuclear weapon? The world cannot stand by idly and allow that to happen, and neither can I. Unfortunately, all I can do from here is provide you with information.
Hopefully that'll be enough. Another soldier here wouldn't make a difference anyway. It's good to work with you, Nastasha.
Same here.
So I'm just gonna hide. Oh. I want to get caught. No more stupid mistakes like that. There's a trapdoor here. Oh, I gotta hit the button. Oh no. Oh, they're both converging. I'm getting in the elevator. Every time. Let's go back up to first floor. She's gonna open the main door for us.
Snake, I unlocked the cargo door for you.
Thanks.
Nice.
Where are you?
Where I can see ya.
Don't move around too much.
Don't worry, I'm disguised in this enemy uniform.
You won't be for long with the way you walk.
What does that mean?
Nothing.
Oh, nothing.
Listen, Snake, the cargo door is like an airlock. It's equipped with infrared sensors. Be careful. If an intruder is sensed, gas is released.
Gas?
Okay, so we'll meet at the nuclear warhead storage building.
Wait, you said you'd stay put and be a good girl.
I changed my mind.
Don't get careless. That's when things always turn sour.
Sorry, but this is the only way I can figure out whether or not I'm cut out to be a soldier. I gotta get my hands dirty.
These guys are professionals. You're gonna get yourself killed.
See you there.
Main door open. I think that there were a couple of doors marked with a 2 down here, though. We might want to check them out before we move on. They would have been up along... Oh, no. Ah, there's the door. Oh, no. I have 1 bullet left. In that. Man, I don't want to waste all my ammo. I'm just gonna die. Snake! Snake! Wow. Some of those snake death calls are absolutely unhinged. Alright, we're skipping through Meryl. Yeah, Meryl. See, this game does at least let you skip cutscenes if you've already seen them. I mean, that's a definite positive. There were some games that I played recently that were this age. It was like skippable cutscenes? What? You want that? No. You're not getting that. Legacy of Kain, sometimes. Alright. Oh man, one of the best items in the game. Cardboard box A. It has 2 heliport written on it. So the best thing about cardboard boxes, well, I gotta put the card on. Watch this stuff. box live! Here we go. See that camera? Has no idea that I am not actually a cardboard box. I've surprised the camera. It's brilliant. Oh, that's a human being. Are you on the top floor? You definitely are. Oh no. I will deal with you. Oh no, you're gonna come this way. Why? There we go. I'm gonna choke that guy. I'm gonna get behind him and just choke the hell out of him. Oh, no, I'm not. That's a level 2. We're good. A mine detector and another ration. It's all mine detector. Something over here. Looks like a red dot. Where's the enemy in this room? Must be on the floor below. Oh, it's only funny because it's absolutely true. The problem, one of the major problems is the angle. There we go, choked him. Look fine to me in here. I'm back to some stealth espionage action. We did not have to go up the stairs. We went up the stairs. It led to more hardship than it was worth. I should have gotten the box. Why? No! Alright. Colonel Campbell. Like most things, third time's the charm. We need more box. We're gonna get more box. Box usage is definitely a pro strat. I have the box. I should be using the box. By the way, the box also works on people. To some degree. That's a lot of lightning. Look at this.
Just a box.
Just a box! Surprise, not just a box! Free ration. Alright. I will be doing the box trick from now on. Just the box. Huh? just a box. Hilarious. Free ration means fill up. Door open. Box life. Alright. It's taken 2 hours and 41 minutes. But the game has come into its own. I now have the cardboard box. And it's all up from here. Alright, before we leave this place, through the main gate... Oh, that's not the right button. I want to call Mei Ling for the first time. Thank you.
What's up, Snake?
I had the same thought. Alright.
Snake, remember what the girl said. The graveyards are full of indispensable men. Snake, you're all alone and surrounded by bad guys. Try to be careful and avoid getting into a fight whenever you can.
You're right. Wow, you know all sorts of great quotes, don't you?
Well, both my parents are from Guangdong, China. But I was born and raised in America. I've always liked reading literature from both sides. Kinda keeps me in touch. I'll share some more quotes with you if you like.
I'm looking forward to it. But to tell you the truth, I'd like to learn more about you.
Well, I'll think about it.
Oh, Mei Ling, just do not give in to Snake. He flirts with everything that exists. Have I been through that door? Well, that's not the way I'm going now. Time to put the box away. Pull out the card. Oh no, I've not been through this door. Really? Really? Ooh, wow. Did I really do this? I hope that I load from the save. No. There's a way to, though.
Snake.
Jamming on the X key button. It's not a key at all. Alright. Yeah. Mei Ling.
What is it, Snake?
Do not save.
Good luck, Snake.
Huh. I saved the game.
You caught Snake?
But that progress is gone. Oh yeah, it's totally gone. Well, let's do this room first. Oh man. I am not gonna exit out. Right now, I'm gonna choke the shit out of that guy, steal the SOCOM suppressor. Now I will shoot people in the head with SOCOM bullets. Suppressed SOCOM bullets. Where's the suppressor? I'm trying to remember, is the suppressor... Oh, suppressor's automatically equipped. Good. We'll do another mailing save. Oh yeah, box. You cannot walk around up to them in the box. The box, like that. Like that. That does not work. Why am I laying down? I didn't. Well, I ran all my SOCOM bullets out. Man, just leave me alone. I'll never find me under this tank. See, I told you they'd never find me under this tank. Okay, perfect. Still out of rations, half-life. Not happy with that, but, Meryl?
Be careful, Snake. That airlock is set with infrared sensors. You probably can't see them with your naked eyes, but there are infrared beams coming out of that wall. Touch any one of them, and the doors will seal off, and the place will be flooded with poison gas.
Great.
Somehow, you've got to get through without setting off those sensors.
Sounds great, Meryl. Thanks. Mei Ling?
What is it, Snake?
Please save my game again. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, might not be worth it. That's really funny, Mei Ling. Really funny. Shouldn't have stuck my neck out for it. Mine detector? That's not going to do anything to get through this. You know what will allow me to see laser beams? Cigarettes. Woo. Woo. We made it. Good thing I smuggled those cigarettes in my stomach. Stomach cigarettes. Oh, it's on. I know what's about to come.
Snake, be careful. There are claymore mines around there. Use a mine detector.
Who are you?
Just call me
Deep Throat.
Deep Throat? The informant from the Watergate scandal?
Never mind about that.
You're not using burst transmission. Are you nearby?
Listen, there's a tank in front of your position waiting to ambush you.
Who are you anyway?
One of your fans.
So we do have a mine detector. We went out of our way to get it. Aha! There's a claymore mine right here. Good that we didn't walk straight through.
snakes don't belong in Alaska. I will not let you pass. Send him a message. That's right, you belong on the ground. You should crawl on the ground like the snake you are. Come, let's fight.
There's the tank. There it is. I just got run over by a tank and lived.
See how you like this?
Ow. Oh! That's a big shot. I can't survive many of those. All right. We got this. Plenty of materials all around the arena. There are some more rations, which is always good. Put on the mine detector. Let's go to the left. I already know what you're going to tell me. You're going to tell me there's mines. We get it. Oh. If you crawl over the claymores, you can pick them up. I forgot about that. Well, that reminded me.
Snake! Snake!
Alright. Yeah. Like that. There we are. I always take free ammunition. Also, I don't need to dodge it then. Okay.
That M1 tank is equipped with advanced Vectronics. Once it locks onto a target, it automatically tracks it. And its main gun is effective up to 3,000 meters.
Use the chaff.
You'll have to confuse its tracking system. Use your chaff. If you can jam the
Yep. That's what I did the first time and then didn't do it the second time, and that's the difference. Chaff. Regular grenades. Ah.
see how you like this.
That's it.
Well, boss, I hope you are happy. He got the card.
We'll play with him a little longer.
You would be wise not to underestimate him.
What did you think of him?
He is just as you said. In battle, he is as if possessed by a demon. Much like you, I would expect no less.
See? I told you so.
Mm.
I will kill him.
So, General Ivan, I hear he took your hand as well as your dignity.
Watch your tongue, shaman.
In the language of the Sioux people, Sioux means snake. It is known as an animal to be feared.
Well, Snake is mine now. When I meet him next, I'll take special care of him. Not yet. Don't kill him yet.
He and I will meet again in battle.
Same prediction as always?
Yes, the raven on my head. It thirsts for his blood.
Man, the cinematic storytelling in this game and in this whole series is just so good. That was a fake out. That was totally what they wanted. Alright, so I'm gonna save here. Call Mei-Ling one last time for tonight. And we'll pick it up next week, as per usual. What has become a throwback Thursday, playing old video games on a Thursday night. Dead series. Metal Gear Solid Episode 2 next week. Thursday night, 9 p.m. We'll keep it up.
Snake, like
go further.
Said,
but
Knots had all spent, while our desire is got without content. Basically, it means that your desire can get you into trouble if you're not careful. That goes for items too. Don't get too greedy or you might be sorry. Be careful, Snake.
Thanks, Mei-Ling. This is a solid game. Thank you. Oh man. More to come, more to come. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back next week.